Well, hello, YouTubers. I am at my daughter's house for a few days. I got here Sunday. Did I get it? Yeah, Sunday night. And I'll be heading out Thursday morning, probably. But I'm here to kind of keep an eye on the cat. That her cat had cancer in its eye. And so they removed its eye. They did a check before they did this, before she decided to do this. And the cancer has not spread to any other parts. So hopefully this will be the end of that story. But so I'm kind of here to help keep an eye on her cat while she works so she doesn't worry about him. But wouldn't you know, he sleeps all day upstairs. This is a 2-story. And he doesn't come down until like late afternoon, just about when they get home from work. So I'm just kind of like useless. So yesterday, I didn't do anything. Yesterday, I was lazy the entire day. I didn't cook. They had a function after work, so they weren't here either. So I pretty much was alone until bedtime and then went to bed. So I ordered out Mexican chicken dinner, which was really, really good. And like I said, I was lazy. I did some laundry. I did scoot around outside a little bit. I sat out on the patio. It was just like a do-nothing day. Now today I'm up and I've got supper going. I'm making pepper steak, which is a 50-plus-year-old recipe from Baldy's mother. This is a very different type of pepper steak. It's every time I make it, everybody requests the recipe. I will try to post it if I can remember. I will post the recipe. It is very different from what you would think pepper steak is. But I start off, what I do is I use beef stew meat. What's the dog? I use beef stew meat, and I take the beef stew meat, I put in some beef bouillon, garlic, salt and pepper. This morning I add a little onion too, which I've never done, and I don't know why I did that, because you use green onions for this. So, but it's cooking with onion. So beef bouillon, and then you cook that for however many hours it takes for that beef stew meat to become like melt in your mouth, where it literally falls apart and you can just chew it. And then once you get to that point, you can kind of tell when it's almost done. Then you add celery, green pepper, and green onion, molasses, soy sauce, and I'm not quite sure what else. Like I said, I'll get the recipe. But that's it. So it ends up being kind of soupy, and then you will serve that over rice. And it's got a very sweet taste, but it's loaded with vegetables. So I know, like I said, everybody loves it. So that's what I'm making today, is Baldy's beef stew. Mom's beef stew recipe. And she was like 93 when she passed, and that was 3 years ago. So this recipe is 50 years plus. So that, I vacuumed this entire house. Their dog sheds worse than my dog. As I'm vacuuming, I can see more hair going down. So it's kind of like, I kind of didn't want to vacuum, but then I see all these big fur balls going up, and it's like, I better vacuum, otherwise you'll get how many more umpteen fur balls. But I thought my Maui was bad in shedding. Oh, this dog is way worse, way worse. There's just hair everywhere. So, like I said, I've already vacuumed and I already see hair. It's an endless battle. Their dog is quite old too, very elderly, kind of like me. We both have bad legs. What I did today, another thing I did today, is I took some pictures, which I will post in this video at the end, of my legs. And I'm kind of surprised that I did this, because I don't like going to the pool. I've only gone to the pool, I think, 2 to 3 times this entire summer, and we've had a pretty warm summer. I don't like people looking at my legs. They're bent and, crippled, and I guess I have some vanity and some, I don't know what else you call it. I guess I just get embarrassed. So there was one day, though, a week and a half ago, when it was like 104, 105, that I said, screw it, I don't care, I'm gonna go. And I went. But like I get real as close to the pool as I can before I get up and walk. I shouldn't be that way, but I am. So I took some pictures of my legs there. I'm wearing my clothes though. But you will get an idea of just how bent my legs are. So when I stand, I'm always bent. And they said my bones, the bones in my knees, what do you call it? Melded, whatever, crookedly. They can't be fixed. It isn't the knees. It's the bones actually molded together at a crooked place. And the beauty of that is, it keeps me from walking in normal. It keeps me, I can't stand very long because you're always crooked. So imagine that you're standing and then you scrunch down. That's how I am all the time. So I can't stand very long, just a couple minutes at the most. But the orthopedic doctor thought that maybe that was a good thing because then my knees aren't, like the bone on bone, which I don't know if they would be or not, but I have no pain in them. So even though my knees have done this, there's no pain. The pain that I get in my legs is actually my legs. And 99.9% of the pain that I get is behind the legs. It's like from the ankle up, like the back of the legs, like tendons or muscles. I get maybe 5% pain in my knees, if even that. It's in the back of the legs, and it's pretty debilitating and it's pretty painful. I mean, there's times that, like I'll get up and I literally yell out and I sit back down. So that's probably the bulk of the reason why I take my pain meds. When I get into bed at night, I don't know, I think I've shared this with you on another video about side effects of cancer. And mine is breast cancer stage 4 in the bones, spread into my bones. But when I finally lay down at the end of the day, it seems like my bones just act up, and it's probably because you're busy during the day and you're just not noticing it, because I don't really take much of my pain meds during the day, but the minute that I lay down, it isn't probably 10 minutes into laying down and things start hurting. So that's when I take them, and it takes about 30 minutes for my pain meds to kick in. So so I think that's what happens. I think your bones just kind of settle in at the end of the day, and then everything starts screaming. But it's in my hips, it's in the back of my legs, and my pelvic area, and that's where I've had most of my pain throughout this entire 12 years with cancer. It will be August or September in a few days, and September 22nd, 23rd is my official 12 years of survival. So unless I get hit by a bus or a car or something else major happens, I think I'm going to make it to the full 12 years and start my 13th year. Weird. Like I said, I used to think of time and how I wanted to keep going, and I just wanted years, and I used to have such a fear of when I was going to die, how long I had. I remember when I first got diagnosed, the big plan was to get 5 years, and then I hit 5 years, and then it was like, okay, 10, and now I hit 10, and I'm about ready to hit 12, and I can actually say I don't really give a crap how much more I get. I don't think I should feel that way. I'm trying to work on that. I think I should feel differently. I think a big bulk of it is I'm really fatigued, and I kind of, because I had so much time to lay around yesterday, I don't normally get that at home because Baldy's always there, and it seems like somebody's always popping in. A kid is always popping in, and Baldy's like a picture on a wall. I mean, if anybody has any advice on how to get rid of a semi-retired, well, he works, but he works on the phones. How convenient, huh? The phone and the computer. So he really truly is like a picture on a wall, and I just can't get rid of the fool. If anyone has any retired husbands that haven't gone to the better place yet, can you share with me how to get rid of him? I mean, he is like a major pain in my butt. I am so grateful that, he's a good caretaker. Always asks if I need anything. I am grateful. I don't want to sound ungrateful. But my gosh, this man is, when I go to the bathroom, if I don't shut the door, he'll go to the kitchen sink and start talking to me. So I slammed the door on him. I got here, I wasn't here for a few hours. It takes him about an hour to get home, and he's texting me, did you take your pills? Did you do this? I'm like, dude, I'm shutting my phone off. I don't need to talk to you for a while. So I shut my phone off. I don't want, he doesn't go on Facebook. He doesn't know how to do any of that stuff. Thank God. So I get a little break from Baldy. No, I lost my train of thought. So anyway, yesterday I truly had a day of nothing. And I was doing some thinking on, why am I so fatigued? Like I guess I just associate it with cancer, right? But then I was thinking, at night when I go to bed, I take my pain meds, which is hydrocodone, Vicodin. And then I also have to take my Tylenol PM to start. And then I take, and I did get this all approved by my oncologist and my family doctor. So I take 2 Tylenol PM when I go to bed to kind of get me to chill. And then I take my Vicodin. And then I go to sleep, hopefully. Fall asleep sometime. I usually fall asleep pretty well. Then when I wake up in the middle of the night, I give myself 30 minutes. And if I can't fall back asleep, or I can tell that I'm starting to think and, picking up my tablet and playing my game and reading, then I will take my temazepam, which is a sleeping med. So I was actually thinking yesterday, I wonder if part of the reason I'm so doggone tired is every day my body is fighting off these meds in my system. They're all, aren't they kind of like in the depressant category where they slow you down? And, I know Vicodin is, and I'm pretty sure temazepam is. And, so I just wonder, like, all day if I just have these after effects of these meds. There's nothing I can do about it because I need them. I need my pain meds and I need my sleep meds. I've tried a different sleep med. I've tried to go without them, and sleep is too important to me. So the little bit of sleep, the little bit of good solid sleep that I get, I have to stay on this little regimen until I go to the better place. But I was thinking yesterday, that's probably what's going on with me and why I'm just so doggone, tired. So I decided that if that is the problem, and I'm going to assume it is, what I'm going to start trying to do is fight during the day. I do eat a lot of fruit anyway, but I'm going to, continue eating more fruit and just fight this and force myself to stay up, force myself to do things. So like today, I didn't get up till a little bit later, but I got up, showered, vacuumed their house, started dinner. I'm doing this, and then I think what I'm going to do is take my little scooter and ride around their little complex here, and I might go sit outside with the dog. I have a book that I brought, a magazine. I did bring my Bible study. So I'm going to try to force myself to do more during the day because I don't think I'm depressed. I think it is these meds in your system that have to fight their way out. And probably by the time they fight their way out, it's bedtime and then you're doing the same crap. But I'm stuck, right? I can't do nothing. Cancer doesn't go away. So anyway, after I'm done doing this little video, I'm going to go vacuum the room I'm staying in. That's the only room in the house I didn't vacuum. And I'm going to see if I can find something to dust dog hair because I see it everywhere, like on their wood furniture and stuff. And ugh. So I'm going to do that. And then, like I said, I'll go outside or whatever. But I'm thinking that's it. But back to my legs, I took a picture to show you guys, and these are the pictures that you're going to see is my leg extended the most that I can extend it. That's the most I can extend it. I was sitting down and I took a picture. I don't feel real vain about this because, well, I'm wearing my pants and whatever. Get over the vanity, right? I'm way past that. I'm old, I'm wrinkled and crippled, and it is what it is. But in some part of me, some deep part of me, I still think I'm this young, beautiful woman that everybody wants, and I'm going to let that stay in my mind, whatever. And I asked my daughter last night if she would take me to the makeup store today because I need to find more stuff to hide stuff. and, keep myself beautiful. The city that she lives in, I have access to everything. Like where I live is a town of about 25, it's under 30,000. We have nothing but a Walmart and a Kohl's. And our Kohl's is small and our Walmart it's okay. But that's only my shopping options. That's it. So I come here where my daughter stays, and she's right in between. There's like 4 major cities. So there's everything here. There's like this huge mall. There's every kind of place you can imagine to eat. There's all kinds of shops and boutiques. And so for me, it's like, oh my God, I feel like I'm on vacation somewhere major. So I have access to makeup stores, and I have access to clothing. Like I've already picked up a couple shirts. This is one of them, nothing but a t-shirt, but I picked up a Halloween shirt. I picked up 2 pair of pants, and I want to go get some makeup to hide more, like this stuff, whatever, my marionette lines, I keep trying. I'm not giving up. I'm not going down without a fight, right? So, anyway, and I've lost a lot of weight in the last couple years. I'm probably embarrassed to say this, but it's probably close to 100 pounds, and I still have a good probably 40 or 50 to go. But I've lost a lot of weight, and I have not, for the most part, bought new clothes. I wear the clothes I always wore, so my pants fall off. My shirts are so big that, I still look pretty big sometimes when you see me. And so I bought 2 pair of leggings on Sunday before Baldy dropped me off here, and a couple shirts, and I bought them in a low size. And I officially pretty much am exiting the plus size and going back into normal size. So, well, I shouldn't say that word. I don't mean that. I mean, whatever, you understand what I'm saying. I'm not trying to insult anybody because I've been plus for a few years. But anyway, I'm back into like under the plus sizes. So I brought them here, and I pulled like the leggings out of the thing, and I was like looking at them like, there's no way. I screwed up. I'm going to bring these back. They're not going to fit me. They just felt like they wouldn't fit me. So then I tried them on last night when I went to bed, and holy buckets, man, they fit. They fit great. Then I put on the t-shirt. That fit great. So I'm about ready to go down another size. But I stood in the mirror and I looked at myself, and I was like, you can finally see that I'm getting pretty thin. And right now, I wouldn't mind losing maybe 30 more pounds and then calling it quits. I don't like being super thin. I was always super thin. I like having meat on my bones. But I'm also a little nervous that if I continue losing weight, it's because there's something going on in my body that shouldn't be going on in my body, like my cancer spreading or whatever. So if this continues, it's probably not a good thing. But it is a good thing that I had so much to lose, because maybe my fat has kept me alive, if that makes sense. I don't know. My cancer had a lot of fat to eat. I'm kind of losing it. But anyway, so that's what I've been up to. So today I'm hoping that if I'm not so tired and my daughter's not so tired, she will indulge me and let me run to the mall and look for some makeup. And I wouldn't mind getting maybe 1 or 2 more shirts, because all my clothes hang off of me, literally. Like the shoulders hang down and my pants fall off for the most part. So I really do need to start switching out my wardrobe and not look like this nutcase. So that's what I'm up to here. I'm going to post the pictures of my legs. Hopefully it gives you an understanding of why I walk crooked, why I have to use a scooter, and why I can't stand long. And this is, for right now, the biggest issue that I've gotten from this cancer. And like I said, I don't know if it was from the cancer in the bones that this just happened, or if the meds did it. I don't know. I just know that I noticed when I first got sick, within probably that first year, it's like so in my mind still. I remember being in Walgreens checking out, And I just remember thinking to myself, they gotta hurry, because I can't stand, something is wrong. And I believe that's when it started, like my legs started molded together, and they were crippling. And it wasn't too long after that I used a walker, and then it wasn't too long after that I started using scooters when I went to the store. And then it got to the point where I told my husband, I gotta order my own scooter, and we gotta keep it in the car, because number one, I don't like the store scooters, mostly because they're so slow and because they're full of germs. And I'm a germophobic, especially with, I was always a germaphobe, but when you get cancer too, I just don't like, I don't know if you guys have seen some of the people that sit on these scooters in the stores. They're not very clean. So when I use the scooters, I always carried wipes with me, and I would wipe them, but I just want my own stuff. And the store scooters go like 0 to 1 miles an hour. My scooter, you don't know how many times I've tipped over, how many times I've crashed, because my scooter it doesn't go fast by standards, but by me it goes fast. And so I can zip through Target, I can zip through Walmart. I got my own little basket. I put stuff on my handles, and if I'm shopping by myself and I'm really shopping, I can push and pull. So I will use my scooter and pull a cart or push a cart, whatever I gotta do. You figure out what you gotta do. So I love my scooter. I don't know how I got that. But anyway, that's how I did. I started with a cane, then I went to the walker, and then I went to the scooter. Now I'm lucky enough that I did purchase a new scooter about 1.5 years ago. And I don't buy the expensive ones by any means. I buy the cheaper ones from Walmart, and they work very well, because like I said, I'm mean to my scooters. I'm abusive. I have tipped my scooters more than you can ever imagine. I have fallen, I have been pulled, I've crashed things. So I don't go gently on my scooters. The first scooter I got, my kids surprised me with. That still works for the most part, but it's not reliable. So I keep that where I live, and we keep it like with bags over it, and then that's how I get around the yard. So Greg doesn't have to put that in and out of the car, so I can get around the yard and like walk Molly if I want, go pick beans, whatever. The other scooter's kept in my car, so when we go places, I can get out and move. So that's my little video for today. I got to remember to attach my pictures, and it's cloudy where I'm at. It's, maybe high 60s, low 70s. It's not the greatest day, but I don't mind it because I don't like sweating. So I will do my best to remember to post the pepper steak recipe, and I hope everyone has a great day. And please like and share and subscribe if you have not. And I will see you soon.